Good afternoon, and thanks for the introduction, and thanks for this invitation to present here and to continue speaking about this project, about these ideas that we are conducting. Again, we are from Bahia Blanca. Bahia Blanca, you can see it, where you see the HABEMUS logo, that's where Blanca is. It's in Argentina, and it is a project that speaks about museums, of course, and this is why we are presenting here today, but it is not aimed directly or does not speak directly to those who are interested in museums. Instead, we speak to that not public, for those who never thought about going to a museum, or for those who do not think about going to museums. And I may as well say it, this is the majority. Well, most of us here are very much interested in museums, but our project is basically about that. We do know that those who are not interested in museums are definitely the majority. So one of the questions that we asked ourselves when we started in 2015 in a project that was born between the liaison between our university and the Universidad Nacional del Sur and Cultural Institute of Bahia Blanca, the question that we ask ourselves is how far museums go and what can we do about that. And this is where we believe that precisely social networks can enable us to reach those people who are not interested in museums, not interested in receiving information about museums. And this is where we believe that museums can contribute value content to those networks, and where networks can contribute value to museums. HABEMUS is an interdisciplinary independent work group. We have cultural managers, designers, tourism, advertising professionals, programmers, and artists. And we have three different slogans. So I'm not going to have sufficient time, I see. And one of those slogans is that there's a strategy for thinking before doing, creativity to show ourselves seductively, and originality to do things differently. And this is how we started a radio program. I'm going to try to describe two actions briefly. One was a radio program, commercial radio. It's Theses. This is a rock and roll radio station that has a very specific audience, and this radio show has a well-established structure. We speak with museum professionals. We have humor, a humor section with Mario Validete. He travels through museums, and we have an agenda that uses a superhero, and the name of this superhero is Weekend. And what we are interested, our main interest for this radio program, we have a website, habemuseos.com, and I, there's a real value in sharing those moments that do not live forever. And this is a quote from the creator of Snapshot. And here I want us to listen about a section of our radio show. I'm having a difficulty listening to the radio program. This is kids asking about different questions related to museums. When children enter the conversation about museums, they do what they can do best, ask questions. 1 metro 40, this is the section in this radio station for children. Well, basically, again, this is one of the sections of the radio station. These are voices of my children, and my 7-year-old kid is the one that is responsible for this section. He wants to call it a meter 41 because this relates to his height. It used to be called a meter 40, but he says he has grown. The other action, or the other action is based on the 95 Theses written by Guillermo Solana for the week mission. And again, he retakes the Club Train Manifesto, and this is the base related to art museums and social networks, social media. We took that, we want to give it a new meaning, but this time related to museums, and we gave that section to 10 local bands. Again, these 95 theses were given to our 10 local bands so they could write songs about the link between museums and social network. We're speaking strictly about museums of the 21st century. This is one of the bands. There's different music styles: rap, jazz, pop music, cumbia music. There's other styles that I'm not remembering right now that I forgot. But again, it's just basic different music genres. Share. The song speaks about listening, sharing ideas regarding museums. So again, the song continues. You're going to be able to listen to it. We closed about a month ago another what we called crowdfunding, but this is really crowdfunding. We conducted a crowdfunding until about a month ago to be able to remain on the air, to be able to speak with museum directors, again, to be able to reach those people who may not be really interested in museums. But again, since we want to remain on the air, you're going to find sheets on your tables. I do not know if we were able to place these sheets on all your tables, but you can take those with you. These are airplane models. You can make those, and please make those little paper airplanes and let us fly in your museums. Again, the idea is for us to remain on the air and to listen to our voices. I have to do a lot of things, so please make those little models. And again, this is quite impacting, especially if you hit someone on the eye. So let's, in a little bit, we'll throw our paper airplanes in the air again, but I'm out of time, so thank you very much.